is a film centered on the themes of love, forgiveness, and commitment. Now, Love and Madness is showing on Uche Nancy's TV on YouTube, directed by Austin Onyema, and features the amazing cast: Clinton Joshua, Chinenye Nnebe, Victory Michael, Adora Oko, Chioma Topless, and others. So, Love and Madness tells the story of how an only child of her family fell in love with her mother's driver and was willing to do forever with this guy. But then her mother wants better for her. Her mother wants her to get married to her best friend's son. But knowing fully well that she cannot control her daughter by telling her to do what she doesn't want to do, she went extra mile to see that her daughter and her driver do not end up together, and in the process causing harm to her daughter. Now guys, we have the character Jasmine, played by Chinenye Nnebe. Now, Chinenye was the daughter of the rich woman who fell in love with the driver at first sight. Now, this lady was the only child of her parents. She was loved, she was cared for, she was given a proper education. But then again, as an only child, she made decisions on her own. She wasn't a child that can be controlled. She's a child that would literally tell you that she wants to do this and she will do it. You cannot control her as a child. Yeah. So she, had this particular friend of hers that her mother wanted, the both of them to be together, literally end up together. But coming into Nigeria and seeing this young, handsome looking driver, she got captivated by his looks, and it was love for her at first sight, and she fought so hard to make sure that they be together. We also have the character Alex, played by Clinton Joshua. So Clinton was this young, handsome, educated guy that was working as a driver for Jasmine's mom. So he got so attached to Jasmine after their conversations, and for him, having conversations with her and seeing who she was for real, he developed interest in her and fell in love with her because of her kind heart and her sweet nature. So these people were literally an item. Okay, they loved each other, they loved being with each other, they were free with each other, they valued each other's presence in their lives. Yeah. Now, we have the character Lady B, played by Adora Oko. So she was Chinenye's mom in this film, and she was this woman that loved her daughter so much. She was a very good boss, but then again, she didn't like what was going on between her driver and her daughter. She wanted someone better for her daughter. Okay, she wanted her best friend's son to be with her daughter, more like marry her daughter. She wanted that, so she went extreme, knowing that she could not control her daughter or tell her daughter to stop loving this particular guy and love this one instead. So she went extra mile to put a stop in what was going on between her driver and her daughter, but at the end of the day, it went the wrong way. Yeah. So we have the character Eric, played by Victory Michael. So Victory Michael happens to be the guy Chinenye's mom wanted Chinenye to be with, okay, her best friend's son. So he was a very cute guy and someone who literally wanted to be with this lady because his mother wants it, and he and Chinenye actually had a very good friendly relationship. Okay, so he felt that it was a good idea. Yeah. We have Lady Flo, played by Chioma Topless. She was Chinenye's mom's best friend, and guess what? All the actors in this film really did well. They all did well so much. One of the characters that stood out for me was Chinenye's mom character. This woman literally was living her character. I loved how she brought life to her character. I loved how she made it look authentic. I loved how she was living the character. A woman who was facing a lot, passing through a lot, seeing her daughter, act mad. Alright, the constant crying, like real crying, the constant pain, the fear in her was so real. I love her attitude, I love her expression of grief, I love how she made us feel that she was actually grieving, she was actually in pains. She really regretted her actions, yeah. So she really pulled the brilliant performance in her character. She did so well. Chinenye was also amazing in pulling the character of someone who, had gone mad. She tried very well. She did well in that character. It was good. Clinton as well was amazing, though it wasn't different this time around for Clinton because we have actually seen him in this character before. Being someone who is cool, calm, collected, in love with someone. I love how he portrayed that gentle act, that sweet act. Yeah, this is actually Clinton Joshua. Okay, he was good in that his character. Eric, played by Victory, also did amazing in his character. The particular scene that stood out for me here was when Chinenye actually beats this guy and the way he screamed, the whole fear, it got me laughing. I saw a sense of authenticity in that acting, realness, and it made me just feel good. Okay, I loved the acting in this film. The acting for me in this film is 10 over 10. What also stood out for me in this movie, what I liked about the movie, is the relationship between the two mothers. Okay, I love what I saw there, and relating it to real life sense, when you have someone who loves you so much, irrespective of your flaws, the person is there with you. We're gonna pass through this together. It's me and you on this. It tells you that you really have someone by your side, someone who you can call a friend. I love the relationship. I love their acting. It was nice as well. Okay, so majorly what I liked about this film is the acting. Okay, the originality of the acting. I love that. I love the music as well. Yeah, I love that it was in consonant to the content of the story. I love the directing as well. Yeah, I love the pacing. I feel like it was steady. It was a steady pacing. It was good. Now, what I think was the problem with this film. So, I feel like my problem with this movie is the storyline. Now, this is it. I liked the idea behind the story, but I did not like, the twist in this story. I do not like it at all. This is not an entirely new story. Okay, it's something that we have seen before. All right, it's not an entirely new story. But then again, I love the idea. But then I do not like how it literally went. I didn't like the twist. Okay, now what was the idea of the charm thing about? Chinenye's mom's character wasn't portrayed to be someone who is diabolic. Now, you're going to get charm to sprinkle in front of your driver's room, knowing fully well that your daughter goes to his room, comes out of his room, like they're always literally together. So that trick actually is out of place. Alright? If you are trying to pull someone to be diabolic, we should have seen it in her character that she's literally diabolic, but there was nothing of such. So I think that story literally looks very lame. Something better could have been done aside that. Yeah, and secondly, what I think should have been better is the content. Yes, like I said, I loved the idea behind the story, but then again, content-wise, it felt so light. It felt like nothing much was going on. I actually expect better, and the movie felt more or less, tiring. When we have something happening in just one place, there's no other thing to spice a story up. It feels empty, it feels tiring, it feels like, it's just happening in one place. Everything is just revolving around that one place. There should have been some other outdoor activities to literally spice this movie up. Alright, like I said, I love the idea, but then again, something was just lacking. Okay, it didn't feel like it had weight. It felt more or less light. I expected more. I wanted more. But then again, I actually loved how the movie ended. It ended on a very good note. I feel like they dotted the I's and they crossed the T's in this film. It ended so well. A very beautiful, lovely end. For the cinematography, I wasn't much impressed with it. Yes, I feel like the lighting should have been better. We were having a white picture of these people. We're not having something really clear. Okay, it was good, but I have seen, author of Uche Nancy's movies, and I feel like this camera quality seems a bit less than what I have seen of other of her movies. Okay, so having said that, Love and Madness is showing on Uche Nancy's TV on YouTube. Go and see it if you are yet to see it. I'm gonna rate this film a 5/10. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do also like, share and subscribe to the channel at Substance TV. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.